Hello, beautiful woman. Are you a money-thirsty pig who tries to achieve content by doing absolutely nothing and lazing around doing hardly anything, but you still wonder why aren't you getting any views? Well, see, your 7-second video is very boring to look at. And you may be wondering, how on earth can you make a 7-second video that's fun to look at? Well, see, ever since the 1940s or something, there has been this magical a form of comedy known as animation, which basically allows you to make something by drawing a bunch of the same pictures, put a voice over it, and call it content. Depending on the amount of effort you put into it, it'll take a couple of days or a couple of months to achieve it to your liking, whatever it's gonna be. Depending, of course, on your patience. And you may be wondering, Igelknytt, you don't do this, you're impatient. You feel like a bad person if you don't make a video every single day. Well, see, one of my dream jobs has become a reality. That's right, I became a voice actor. It was a day like any other. I was casually scrolling through Discord, as always happens when the start of this godforsaken story. I don't know. How on earth are you normally supposed to make stories? Walking in the park? Turns out this dude named Hunter's World pinged everybody, and it was like, hello there, I'm looking for voice actors for my, top quality animation. I'm gonna make a revolutionary thing. I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna make an animation so good that it's gonna change the entire course of humanity. And of course I'm gonna make it myth related because I posted this on a myth server. Of course there obviously would be some sort of like myth hunter YouTuber douche that would obviously want to be like, hey, I want to join the thing, and then they'd go about doing the worst voice acting job in all of history. No, that wasn't me. I was extremely depressed at the time. I was jokingly just said, yeah, I wanna, I wanna join this, Finland. And so I got the job. He basically told me, okay, I'm gonna be writing this script, right? And I want you to read all the lines there. Also, here, you can have a private chat room where basically you and all the other people can talk in. It only consisted of about 5 people. Me, Hunter's World, Amelia Agard, a cameo one, some loser named Mina-san, I don't know. So, I decided to read the lines. I decided to record myself reading the lines. Reading the lines. You know me. I'm good at reading. I'm good at improvising. No, I kinda suck at it. My mental health was a sham, and the script was, poorly written, in my opinion. The person I was voicing was named Todd, because it was the only name I had in mind. Well, my character is called Todd. Todd. Most innocent name. Yeah, it's gonna be named Todd, and it's gonna be all extremely muscular and epic. And it's gonna go around carrying a fire axe. No, I don't think of that. The way the script was written, Todd was a massive cuck. The most beta male of them all. Had a massive ego, or whatever that word was. Had to constantly defend himself. Defend his humanity. So I just wrote it as a nerd impression, because that's the only thing I could think of.
Fancy name. I mean, typically when it comes to the concept of names, like, they're supposed to be fancy name.
And basically, that was it. That was all I had to do. The most simplest task in all animation history. It took Hunter's World about like 3 months or something to crap out the animation. Of course, everybody wanted to see it. So he decided to give out some samples to show everybody how it was going. He didn't want to spoil it for everybody, no. But he gave a couple of samples on how it went.
Fancy name. I mean, typically when it comes to the concept of names, like, they're supposed to be something like, normal, like, something related to, like, I don't know, politics or something, but like, gathering of light.
Oh, be quiet, Todd.
Oh, calm down. It's just a joke.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, yes! Thank you, Klaus! Finally! Somebody who actually knows about my sense of comedy.
Oh,
Alright, that's enough. John said us about the gathering.
Okay.
The animation was a bit low quality, but it was just himself. He was animating on a phone, and he used flip-a-clip. That's extremely explanatory when it comes to what he did. Of course, I wasn't really satisfied with my lines because I was depressed at the time. Really depressed, because I didn't know that going outside made you feel happy. Modern generation stays inside all the time. Hardly anybody ever had conversations in the work collab group, whatever it was, unless something was made or posted related to the thing. To be honest, the only people that talked there was me, Hunters World, and Amelia Agard. Extremely hot. My glasses are fogging up like crazy. Anyhow, the first sample that he posted came up when I was at a place, a farm, far away from society, civilization. I had to go up to a very big hill to see what he posted.
Fancy name. I mean,
No, it's hilarious.
And I was satisfied. Extremely patient. Anyhow, as there is good, there is also bad. And by bad, I mean extremely bad. And by extremely bad, I mean terrible. You know what's terrible? Turns out Hunter's World, he accidentally deleted the entire animation while I was clearing through cache. That's why he named his new project's clips Do Not Delete Cache. Cache. Whatever those stuff the phone has. That obviously mentally killed him. And he was like, alright everybody, I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna make everything a bit more realistic. Humanoid. A bit high quality, right? Also, Igelknytt, nobody cares about your extended messages, alright? I'm just gonna go with what the script says, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And I was like, oh crap, I was stupid. You see, I wanted to stand out. Not be like the other girls. Kill the animator. Make everything worse. All for myself. Selfish bastard style. At his world, he went through a slight cycle of giving up and coming back. When he came back, he was like, alright, screw that first episode. I'm gonna make a trailer for the entire thing. Right? I'm gonna make an entire trailer. Alright? Also, Igelknytt, you're not gonna be part of this because you have no part in this. And I was like, why the hell would you want me to be part of this? I hardly have any evidence on what it went, but he posted a couple of clips, a couple of dips related to the thing. You know, there was gonna be a couple of big myths there that was gonna be mentioned in the animation. It was gonna be related to that SCP thing. That was called confinement or something. That's exactly what it was trying to do. Basically, every time he posted, he'd make his thumbnail something like this. A piece of paper on a table. It fits the theme, but I know damn well nobody would really want to watch something like that because they knew it wouldn't really be that much animated, despite it having animated in the title. So I was like, hey kid, you want views? Change the title to a scene of a hot lady. That lady. All the views are gonna be rolling in. You'll only get like 270 or something, but that's big in this small society. In this tiny baby society. Just let the time flow, and everyone's gonna keep liking it. The more likes you get, the more it's gonna get, I don't know how the con works. Yeah, I think my advice worked. I think it worked very well, that's what I'm trying to say. I hardly ever heard of him ever since, but I did decide to take advantage of how his entire thing was deleted to change how my voice acting sounded like, and I made it a bit more Igelknytt themed. Fancy name! It sounded kind of stupid, but of course we go back to modern days. And 5 days ago, he posted the trailer. 5 days? Felt like 3 weeks. Math, I know that 3 weeks isn't 5 days. God, I hate home life. Anyways, the first episode Hunter's World decided to make was about Gathering of Light. Because he seemed to be really interested in the Gathering of Light. Heck, it was like he knew everything inside out with the Gathering of Light. That's how I even knew his existence, because he'd comment about my stuff and just saying,
you didn't do that right. You're supposed to do it like this. You've only explored like 15% of the place, whatever.
I was like, oh, I don't want to make another episode on it. Of course, he didn't plan on making the entire episode first. He wanted to build up hype. So he'd post the trailers before he made the actual thing, of course. Everything in this thing is trailers. Everything in his channel is trailers. But as I said, animating is a hard thing. It requires patience, lots of months of waiting. Heck, the animator of Confinement, he made the mistake of trying to make a 20-minute long episode. That took a lot of time. But it was Sweden themed, so I'm proud of it. He eventually slapped in the trailer that I was hoping for. The one with my lines in it. The one with the typical me. Yes, everything. Me. And at first sight, it seemed a bit, you know, the normal myth theme. But suddenly it got really fly.
You have been receiving a rogue signal of wrong or some sort.
Then we better get moving.
Like playing a round of Payday 2 with Trouble Always Inbound as the music. Fancy name.
Be quiet, Todd.
Just extremely laid back and chill. I was like, oh yeah. And then of course she ended it with the greatest duo in all of existence. Me and that other myth lady, I forgot her name. I'd be like, fancy name. And she was like,
Shut up! Nobody likes your comedy. You're garbage.
sorry, it's a very hot day today, I must drink water. And now we have reached modern day. Yes, average modern days. Judging by the script, I can obviously realize that episode 1's gonna be very short, but... And given the fact that I used microphone back in the day, I decided not to make a reaction video when the thing came out, but nowadays, kinda feel like doing it. Not in a good sense, not in like as a review. No, I'm gonna do one of those reaction videos where it's just this fat guy that just spends his entire career just looking at... It's not even a career, just spends all his days looking at well-made animations being like, oh, that's a good joke. Is constantly in the most uncomfortable position, moving their chair around like this, looking at a very, very well-made animation, the top-notch quality of content, the most talented way of creating stuff. Make content by ripping others off, you name it. But of course we have reached modern days. Still in progress, still creating, and there's some loser named Igelknytt obviously gonna make a talk video about it or some garbage like that. My name is Igelknytt, and I'm a qualified douchebag.